What's up, guys? Captain Rick. It's Saturday, July 19th, and we are finished with our morning trip, waiting on our customers for our afternoon trip. Um, we had a big blow Thursday into Friday morning out of the west. It piled some warm water in, and then it started to roll back with a little bit of east wind last night and a little bit of east wind today. So the inside water has been a washing machine the last few days. We looked at the buoy this morning, saw that there was some cold water coming back in, and scanned that 100-foot range just to see what was there. We saw plenty of bait, but not a lot of targets. So put her back up on plane, cruised out to about 200, 225, set her down, and just pointed it northeast and trolled our way out. We really worked at 3 to 450 range for most of the day. Towards the end of the day, we slid out closer to 500 feet and worked at 400 to 500 feet. We had decent action throughout the day. There were some lulls, but we started the morning 1 for 5. The only fish we landed was a brown trout in over 300 and something foot of water that hit a 250 copper with a one of those new moonshine, those custom moonshines from FishUSA. It's glow on the back, black on the front, and it has some green glow tape on the front of it. That went a couple times in the 250 first thing in the morning, and then that just shut right down. Most of our fish today came on flasher flies or meat rigs. A lot of stuff with the rigged cut bait. We did get a few on some deep rig tackle. And most of the flashers were chrome type flashers, and I'll go over those a little bit. So our spread today, 4 divers, low divers on 1, high divers on 2.5. Low divers somewhere in that 170 to 200 range, high divers anywhere from 200 to 275 throughout the day. 3 riggers. We had our deepest rigger pulling a meat rig, a brand new flasher and head that I grabbed from Route 18 tackle yesterday. That took three or 4 bites today, anywhere from 100 to 150 down. So 3 riggers and then 3 coppers. Like I said, we started off with a 253 and a 350, ended with a 350 400. So we're going to go over some of the flashers that took fish today. Probably, let's see, our best flasher today, Dragon Slayer. We had that on 2 different rods. We had a Dragon Slayer with an aqua Howie fly on our 350 copper. That took a fish. And then we had one on our high diver with a clean head with some rigged cut bait. That took 3 or 4 fish. This took our biggest fish of the day after a conversation with one of the local guys, and that's just a green nuke spinny and a green crinkle fly. That took our biggest fish on a low diver. Let's see, our last fish came on some deep rig tackle. That's your UV 2-face 11-inch chip. What else? I think that was pretty much it. We did take, I think we missed one on an 11-inch chip. That was a, sorry, I'm getting distracted here. I've got some boats coming in here. 11-inch chip, I believe it was a kryptonite with a meat rig that I tied up yesterday. I think that's pretty much it, guys. I mentioned the spoon that was going on the 250. Those were all the flashers that really went more than once today for us. You're not marking a ton of fish, you're not marking a ton of bait. There is more bait inside than there is offshore. But unfortunately we dropped more than we landed today, so that didn't help. We did grab a couple. We grabbed one around that 20-pound mark. The other one was probably 22, 23. Nice coho. And then a couple of 2-year-olds is what we ended up with. Dropped a couple of screamers and then some smaller fish. We've tossed the brown trout back and tossed probably four skippies back as well. So that's the report for today. We were 910 west, and then anywhere from 300 to 500 feet of water is where we concentrated. Shallower in the morning, and as the day progressed, we kind of slid out a little bit. So that's it. Waiting on our afternoon customers. Probably going to go offshore. It seems like that morning, even though you might put them to bed deep offshore, that offshore stuff isn't the greatest first thing in the morning. I don't know if they're coming in. Most of the bait we're marking is inside. Maybe they're coming in, they're feeding, and then we're catching them as they're heading back out throughout the day, because you can go out there in the afternoon, put them to bed, and go back out there the next day, and they're just not there. But as the day progresses, you find them, find that water getting better and better, looking at your fish finder. So we're going to go offshore this afternoon. Hopefully we make the right move, and I'll probably do the report tomorrow, talking about this afternoon and what we do tomorrow morning. So appreciate everybody watching. Thanks again. And if you're getting out, good luck. Just be patient. Fishing's not easy. Talk to guys all over the lake, and there's a few spots that are firing off at times, but for the most part, you got to work for it. So that means paying attention to details and just putting your A line up in the water and waiting to go over the right fish. So good luck, guys. Thanks for watching. All right, guys, this is a quick afternoon update. I had to turn the lights on before the bugs get stupid. Went out, fished basically, I would say 350 to 500. 28 to 30 is really where we hung out. Let's see here. Had a nice pick on steelhead, 2-year-olds, and a coho. Dropped a couple of fish. Dropped a real nice one on a deep rigger. Again, that was on a white fish, down 110-ish. Other things that took bites. Green bam. We got Dragon Slayer. That took a couple of bites. We had 2 spoon riggers out. One of them had PK Special on the bottom, and on the top, what do we got up there? Oh, we have a PK Special stinger and a UV Wonder Bread stinger. And then on the other one we were running, it's that stinger that's got the black edges, silver in the middle with the green dots. That was on the main line. That took a few fish, or took one fish, I should say. And then we did take a hit on the slider, or not slider, but the cheater above it, which was a UV Caddyshack. Riggers, 60, 70 foot for the spoons. Like I said, the deep meat rigger went once. Actually, we missed 2 on that. That was down 110. Divers, 160 to 180 on a 1, and then 210 to 225 on a 2.5. All 4 of those divers went tonight. 300 copper went with. Do I have it up here? There it is, right here. This is a Route 18. It's kind of a green jeans, black jeans mag. That took a nice fish on a 300. Morgan's Tackle Copper. The 400 never went tonight. So just a decent pick all night long, or all, I should say all afternoon, out there in that 28 to 30 north. I was a little bit east starting with, and then ended up going a little bit west of port, but basically straight out front. So that's the update for tonight. I see a giant spider I'm about to kill on my boat. And we'll be back in the morning, guys. Again, thanks for watching.